We all know how bad our phone addiction is for us. Day in and day out, we're on our phones from the time we wake up to late at night. We can't even leave the home without our phones. The average teenager spends 8.5 hours on their phone. 8.5 hours. That's the third of the day. It's time to make a change, and in this video, I'll explain 3 simple steps to completely eliminate your phone addiction, but you have to wait till the end and listen to all the steps if you want this video to help you. I'll first tell you my story. I used to be on my phone way too much. I would just wake up and scroll on Instagram for like 30 minutes and then go to school, and on the bus ride there I'll be on my phone playing Clash of Clans and in my school break as well. And then I couldn't wait to get home, because when I went home, straight to my room and play Fortnite Mobile for like 3 hours. I was feeling occupied with this phone addiction. I wasn't very socialized. I couldn't talk to girls. I was unhappy. I was a bit overweight. And 1 year ago, I decided to take a step back from modern technology and especially from my phone. I eliminated my phone addiction completely. I feel very happy now. I feel free. I don't feel like occupied with these phones and all this shit. And we all know how screens can affect our lives. Like, just screens damage our eyesight with this blue light. It is lowering our attention span, had low energy because of it, and we are wasting a lot of time and potential. Especially like this social media, Instagram, TikTok, all lower your attention span, because if you're on TikTok or Instagram and you scroll and then you're 3 seconds on a post, and then you scroll and 3 seconds on another post, and you scroll and maybe this one is a bit more interesting and you spend 6 or 10 seconds on it, on this post, and this just continues. And what that does is it just trains your mind to concentrate on a thing for 3 seconds or 6 seconds. And no wonder why you can't focus on a task for more than 5 minutes. You're training yourself for failure. And how do you think you're gonna work? How do you think you're gonna be more focused on a task for 8 hours when you work? Or in school, how do you think you're gonna learn? You can't. I don't even know why I'm telling you this, because we already know how bad this is for us. So let's just go to the first step. This is the most valuable step and the most simple one, but the hardest one. And I know you're maybe gonna be offended when I say this. And the step is just to delete the apps that you're addicted to and that you spend the most time on. It's just that simple. If you don't have an app, you won't use it and you will spend less time on your phone. And I want you to really question how valuable your apps on your phone are. You should really truly ask yourself if this app brings me value, or if it's just for fun and I just do it for fun. Oh. You should just be really honest with yourself and don't say, yeah, TikTok is good because I learned from it as well. Oh. You don't. I had TikTok for 2 years or 3 years. And sure, there is some valuable content on it and you could learn something, but when you're on TikTok, you don't just see this valuable and important information. You see like girls twerking, then a meme, which isn't even funny, and then maybe 1 in 10 posts you see like 20 are bullshit, and then you see another one. If you want to learn, just listen to podcasts and to this long form content on YouTube, or just read books. You won't get anything from a 10-second clip on TikTok. You won't learn as much. Don't bullshit me and don't bullshit yourself. It's not that hard. Just click the delete button and that's it. And you saved like 100+ hours because of it. I think it's worth it. Another thing that you can say is, oh yeah, it just helps me relax at the end of the day. But that's not true, because when you're spending your time on Instagram, if you were to see the brain activity while you're scrolling, like it's all fired up. There's parts of the brain just lighting up because you're very engaged, and it's not relaxing. It is just sapping your brain power. If you want to relax, just take a fucking nap. Just meditate. Go to nature if you want to relax. Just lay down and close your eyes. Spending time on our phones is not relaxing. It's not relaxing to our brain whatsoever. Don't make these excuses to just make you feel good about yourself. I promise, the second that you delete the app, you'll feel amazing. And you have so much free time then. And you can do some more productive and actually meaningful things in that time. So step 2 is, just, if you're not gonna delete it, I know many people will find these excuses, but if you're not gonna delete it, just limit the access or the screen time on some apps or on your whole phone. Because I know if you're spending 6 hours a day on an app, you probably won't delete it straight away. So I just recommend to just progressively spend less and less time on the app. And the way to do that is just to set a limitation on it. Every iPhone has screen time limitations, but I recommend an app called Screen Zen, which just helps you with it. And if you're just spending, let's say, 6 hours on Instagram a day, you set a limitation for 5 hours and a half for 1 month, and then the next month only for 5 hours, and then the next month only for 4 hours. Just decreasing your time on it slowly, and then if when you get to like 1 hour a day, then you will feel much more powerful and strong, and then you say, okay, yeah, I don't really need this anymore, and then just delete it. And most apps, the addictive apps like Instagram, you can say, oh yeah, I have a lot of group chats there. Well, a lot of apps like Viber or WhatsApp are just for group chats, and you can spend that much time on like Viber or WhatsApp messages or Facebook messages, because you don't have this scrolling and posts on it, just have your group chats. And then before you know it, your addiction is gonna be cured in like 3 months if you do this consistently, decreasing your time on these apps. And I will give you some extra tips now. You can turn your phone black and white in the settings. You go look up on the internet. And this is just to make your experience with your phone less enjoyable. And if your phone is black and white, you won't spend like 6 hours on it, because why would you? It's black and white. It's no colors. It's no life. Another good one is just not use your phone in certain areas of your home. Like everybody has a place where they use their phone most of the time. And it's probably your room, your bedroom. Or maybe it's the toilet, or I don't know. Just set a rule for yourself and say, I'm not gonna use my phone in my bedroom from now on. I'm not gonna do it. If you set this limitation for yourself, the progress that you're gonna make will be huge, because you just eliminated like 50% of your screen time by just limiting yourself and your iPhone usage to certain areas. I don't use my phone in the bathroom or in my bedroom, and I just use it in my living room where my parents are there and shit. I can't really use it that much because I feel uncomfortable with my parents to spend a lot of time on it. And the last step will help you to not be on your phone for like these extreme hours, for like 8 hours a day, when you have these really bad days. And it will give you focus back, and it will expand your attention span. And you know what it is? It's meditation. And I know I know this seems boring as fuck to you now. Meditation, yeah, I'm not gonna meditate. You imagine meditation with these gurus in the mountains, just meditating every day in the mountains, just these readers. Meditation is really for everyone, and it really helps you gain your focus back, and it helps you be more mindful throughout the day, to not have this brain fog, to have a clear mind. It gives you this clarity. You can enjoy this moment. You don't think about the past, you don't think about the future, you're just in this moment. And I will explain what meditation is in a moment and how to do it like really quickly. So meditation is just laying on your back and just focusing on one thing, like on your breath, and you try to just focus on it, and naturally within like 5 seconds your mind will start to wander. You start to think about the past or maybe a memory or what you're gonna do, and you just need to say, okay, yeah, I'm not in the present moment, I'm not focused on the breath, and then return your focus to the breath. And then you wonder, you turn your focus to the breath. And these are just reps for your brain. It's just with every rep, you'll become more focused and more mindful. And you don't even have to do it for that long. Just start with 2 minutes. It's just not about the duration, it's more about the consistency. You have to be consistent with it. You won't see the benefits straight away. Like, that's the same with going to the gym. A newbie in a gym won't see the gains in one session. If he goes once, he won't see any changes in his body. He would have to go day in, day out for a month, and then he'll start to see like his biceps growing, or he starts to get more veiny or something. And it's the same with this. I really recommend this app, Medito. It just guides you through the meditation. It's really, I think it's better for starters to just have a guided meditation rather than just setting a timer on your phone. And it's just that simple. And the benefits are crazy. And the most important one, you will be more mindful throughout the day. You won't have this brain fog, and you won't waste as much time on your phone, because you will say, oh shit, yeah, I've been on my phone way too much, but let's just stop. And that's the same with just going back to the breath when you're meditating. You're trading your brain for success with meditation. And I know 90% of people won't use this advice, but I really recommend this. I know it's gonna be hard. I know there's gonna be some days that you don't really wanna do it, but if you come to this part of the video, you're different from 90% of people, because 90% of people just clicked off in like step one. So I think you're gonna do it. I have a video on meditation on my channel, so you should check it out. I'll have it linked down below. And yeah, just implement these 3 steps. Delete all your distracting apps, or just limit your phone usage with screen limitations, apps, or features, and train your mindfulness. You only need these 3 things. And yeah, if you're interested in self-improvement, you should definitely go check out my channel. And that's all for this video. Like and subscribe. And yeah, as always, have a good day and see you next time.